Since his days as the lead vocalist in hardcore punk band Million Dead, this artist has mellowed and is now succeeding in a solo folk career. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brayton and welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're speaking with Frank Turner about his punk rock background.
Ever since my childhood, I've been scared, I've been afraid.
You're kind of accepted also in the punk rock community as well as the folk community, but I read that you kind of tried to distance yourself from that in the UK at least?
On this side of the Atlantic, it's a much more kind of like sort of familial and like accepting type of thing, and it's much larger. Everybody kind of knows each other, and it's kind of a cool sort of supportive kind of vibe, which I would have no problem being a part of. The punk scene in the UK has always been a bit more kind of like bitchy, a bit more kind of like backstabby, and in some ways I think that's cool because it gives rise to a slightly different style of punk rock, which is generally kind of nastier and darker and harder, and that's to my taste personally. But people talk to me now like Million Dead were part of a scene when we were around. I don't ever feel like we were part of a scene. We hated all the other bands we got lumped in with. I just didn't really want to be part of that kind of melee, you know. I wanted to just stand on my own and not be the token acoustic guy on the punk show.
Do you feel that you've kept your audience for Million Dead, or have you kind of completely started anew?
Starting with the assumption that I would keep none of them because it was a different thing, and I mean I remain pleasantly surprised at the number of people who kind of crossed the river with me, as it were. Slightly surprisingly large number of people straight away were just like, cool, yep, I get it. And I remember at the time being like, really?
Steal myself for the next 1,000 shows.
It was almost more than convincing people to come across. It was getting the word out about what I was doing, because it was like I've been like touring solo for like 3 years, and I was still getting people coming up to me like, "Oh man, I never knew you did anything after Million Dead." And it's like, how can I get the word out about this more effectively? I think I finally kind of closed the chapter on that one.
Tell us a bit more about the album Poetry of the Deed.
In the studio, it kind of turned into more of a rock record than anything I've done solo previously, mainly because I kind of got a live band together who are phenomenal and amazing. On previous records I played most of the instruments, and they're much better than I am, so it makes no sense to do it that way again. Yeah, it was definitely kind of my sort of rock album, and I wanted it to sound big, you know, I wanted it to sound expansive.
Thanks very much.
Awesome, thank you.